Hello and welcome to the TekTopia Towns server. I'm your host, Ardeaster, and this is going to be a quick tips video. Alright, if you watched our intro video, you saw quite a few of these commands used already. Let me go ahead and go over a couple of the ones that I didn't get to go over. Probably one of the next most important ones is home and set home. So /set home space name will allow you to set a personal warp point essentially for wherever you are. To get back to that spot, you'll use /home space and then whatever name you gave it. Let's see. If someone's trying to, or if you want to teleport to somebody, you would use /TPA space and then their in-game name. And if somebody's trying to teleport to you, you would type /TP accept all together, no spaces. Now, in the intro video, we went through and used /warps and clicked on the ender and went there. There are other warps available, and you can click on any of those. There's desert, ice, gravel, jungle, podzol, and there's a few others in there. Just they go to different biomes for different resource gathering and whatnot. I think everything else here we pretty much went over there. So once again, a quick tip: if you place your starter kit down outside of spawn, you should have no trouble getting into it, and you shouldn't glitch on you or anything like that. If you're in spawn and it does disappear, it's still there. So it's just a little visual thing. Either warp away, go through a nether portal, log out, log back in, or just click in the air a few times and it should pop back into your inventory. And /info just all by itself has a few other useful links into it, or in it, that you can check out. And make sure you read all signs. These signs are not always the same. They may change depending on new plugins or whatever that gets put in. So here we go. You can use the farms here. Don't break anything. If you do happen to break anything, try to fix it. If for whatever reason you can't fix it, either message me on Discord and tell me what happened, or send me a message in-game through mail and do space help or question mark and you'll get the syntax for that. But it's /mail space send space Ardeaster space your message. It's a little involved, but once you've done it a few times, nothing to it. So get Discord and other links through /info space links. XP, get it at the warp ender, which we've seen. Once you join Discord, there's two sets of channels. There's an Hermitcraft channel at the top, which is for a different server. Hermitcraft is a Hermitcraft Season 6 clone server. It's on 1.14.4 currently, and is vanilla in the fact that it's not modded. There are plugins and whatnot and data packs on it, but that's different. TekTopia channels are below that. Using chunk loaders is cause for immediate ban. If you don't know what a chunk loader is, you're probably not going to have to worry. Just don't use them. And here we go, our no build pylon again. And let's see. Let's go ahead and look at our tips book real quick. So, number one rule here: don't be in a rush to start your village. If you rush to start your village, you're going to end up losing villagers because you haven't made the area safe. It's not lit up. It's not walled off. You know, mobs can get in, and trust me, they will hunt down your villagers, and you will regret it. So don't do that. Actually, in looking at the wall we have here, probably a little overkill than for what you would need to start out. Just too high wall should be more than enough, as you really only need to keep zombies and stuff that would actually attack your villagers out. So let's see. Yes, early on, feel free to stay in and around spawn and gather resources from the farms. You've got the tree farm here. You've got obviously the animals and the crops over there, and you can use the furnaces and the anvils in here if you need. So at night when it gets dangerous out, uh, come back to spawn and gather some resources so that you can finish building your wall, or making torches is always a good thing during the night in your first few nights. And do not start that village too early. Trust me on this. Okay. Replant the tree and crop farms after you're done in spawn. They do say replant on them. Say the drops from the tree farm do run down into the hoppers and all funnel into that chest, so there should be more than enough saplings to use. Make sure you replant or you will get a message from me. There are furnaces and anvils in the blacksmith shop behind storage, blah blah blah. Right, so you can cook potatoes or the meats. As mentioned in the intro video, animals respawn every night around sundown. And one of the easiest and early on ways in your village to keep your villagers happy is food variety. From just the food you can get at spawn, you can cook 4 meats. That's your mutton, your pork, your chicken, and your steak. You can also make beetroot soup, carrots, bread, potatoes, and baked potatoes. That's more than enough to keep your villagers happy until your farmers and the rest of your villagers can really get you up and running and can be self-sufficient. Granted, this is considered to be considered white items, as that they're not villager made and they don't last quite as long. They don't provide quite as much happiness as green or villager items, but in the very beginning it's better than nothing, and you'll definitely notice a difference over someone that doesn't do it. Here we go, the no build pylon. Pay attention to it. Use F3 to get the coordinates and make sure you're far enough away before settling down. If you're just joining and you got to the point where you're ready to go and hunt down a location to start your village, if I'm online, shoot me a message. Tell me what biome you're looking for or biomes you're looking for. Do you want it on a coast? Do you want it near a river? Do you want it landlocked? Do you want a vanilla village nearby? You know, something along those lines. If I'm not online, you can always send me a message on Discord. That's perfectly fine too. Just let me know what it is you're looking for. I'll try to find something that's far enough away from the public warps and any other claims or villages that I can see, and you should be fine then to get started. If you do find an area, if I'm not on, if there's another mod on, you can ask them. They can come and check out the area and make sure that where you are is a good place to build and to settle down. You don't want to be near anyone for the same reason that you really aren't allowed to AFK for long. If your village's chunks are loaded when you're not there, and zombies spawn, and maybe you don't have a guard, or you do have guards, maybe they get overrun, Necro shows up, or something happens to a farmer glitches and gets stuck outside, it doesn't move and doesn't take food back to the storage room for a while, and you end up running out of food, you're gonna be glad, that you're there taking care of your village. Do not go AFK, and do not be close to other villages. Number 10, obviously we've mentioned this a couple times, make sure you light up your area and or wall it off. The merchants, nomads, and the necro can use doors and fence gates. Zombies obviously cannot, so keep your area safe. Use the ender for XP. As long as there's no one else in the end, I think that's pretty much the fastest way to get XP. Be sure to claim your land once you do have a village established, and you have more than enough claim blocks. Should have 80,000 to start, and you really only need about 58,000 in change to go from one corner of your village area all the way to the other. So you should have more than enough to cover your area. Make sure you claim it, that other people can't come in and mess with any of your stuff. is a tutorial and the info/links on that. It's definitely a good thing to watch. There's other links in there as well, obviously. If you have questions, ask. You can request a stall or a kiosk at the mall, which we have not touched on yet. You're allowed to sell non-villager items, so only things that are, quote, white, not green. We don't use an economy plugin. You can trade for whatever you like. So like the iTrade server store in Spawn, there's also one in the mall. And you'll essentially use a sign and you set up what you're selling and what you're selling it for. So what that means is you pretty much have to have both items to make the setup for the trade. So it's a little limited maybe in that, you can't just go out and try to buy a beacon from people and not have a beacon. However, there are people selling beacons, so you can always buy from them. See if you can negotiate a better price if you need to. But you can sell for iron, diamonds, emeralds, whatever you need. To support the server, you can use /buy to get boosts or to sign up for a subscription, and that'll give you a premium experience. Those subscriptions give you access to some other commands. They'll allow you to, some of them are just for fun. Some allow you to use colors and formatting on signs and then chat. You could get a nickname, and they start as low as $1 a month. So they're not bad at all. Okay, so I went ahead and updated info links here with a couple extra things. So you'll be able to see the get started video, which is that intro video that you probably already watched. Once this one is done, I will have a new link up for the tips video in here. And if you want to see what all you can get for being a subscriber, you can click on here. It'll open a web browser and you can check it out. Also, there's information on all the boosts that are available with a lot more detail, because the in-game /buy command really doesn't have a lot of information. This will help tell you a whole lot more about them. Once you've watched the claims video and you've gotten some stuff claimed, you'll want to watch the claimed flag walkthrough, which will show you how to lock down your village a little bit better. It's totally optional and it's up to you. Some people like to have theirs more open, so they're not set by default. This is something you'll actually have to go and do yourself. But essentially, you can click. Here, we'll just show real quick. So we go into a CF for claim flag, and you can see it looks kind of daunting right now, but quite a bit of this it's not that big a deal. All you basically do is click on it, and it'll automatically refresh it in your chat window, and pretty much that's it. I mean, you can write your own commands if you really want to break down stuff, but it's not necessary. Anyway, occasionally you'll see the server kick out messages like this. This one isn't clickable. Some of them are. This here tells you to go to /buy, so let's just go ahead and look at that real quick. So if you'll go into /buy, you go into the donation store. This is for Hermitcraft, which is the server I mentioned earlier. You do not need that here. This one says TekTopia Towns, and this one is also TekTopia Towns, so these are the two you're looking for on this server. If you come into the shop, you'll see these are all of the boosts you can get. For $1, you can get haste for 1 hour. For $2, you can get haste 2 for 1 hour. And for $3, you can get haste 2 for 2 hours. There's also luck and speed and night vision and strength and regen, and these were just recently added, and I'm not quite sure why some of these icons aren't working correctly, but this will get you all of the level 1 boosts for 1 hour for, I believe it's $4. So you get all 6 for $4, plus you get a bonus. That should be all you really need to get started as far as the mod goes. Real quick, let's do this just to go over this. So as you see here, you need 12 floor tiles per villager. Chairs are not transparent. Now, if you're making a home, you definitely want to put chairs in there because it helps the villagers regain happiness. So, in order to use a home 2 or any home with a chair, that means you'll need to have 13 floor tiles per villager. Beds are transparent. The rest of this is just decoration that's transparent. Um, there are 28 floor tiles in this example, so that gives you 14 per villager, in case you're not good at math. So villagers that were staying in here would have no crowding issues and no penalties whatsoever. I think that's about it. That'll get you going at least. Make sure you wall off your area, make sure you light it up, and have fun. Thank you.